Hi, I'm Dr. Nikki Knight, family nurse practitioner here with Welliam, and if Eastern and Western medicine had a baby, I'd be their love child. Today we're talking about Vata season. What is Vata season? Well, let me tell you. In Ayurvedic medicine, which just happens to be the most ancient of all medicines, coming from India, there are what's called doshas, and doshas are basically the mind body types that we all carry. Now, doshas aren't limited to mind and body types. Doshas also rule the seasons, they rule our dreams, they rule our food, and right now we're kind of at the tail end of Vata season. Now, you might have noticed that during this cold, wintry time, based on where you are in the world, you see things like dry skin. You may see things like bloating and constipation. You may see things like anxiety, racing thoughts. Well, you can thank Vata for all of that. So Vata carries the element of air or ether. So if you imagine with me for just a second that Vata is like leaves blowing in the wind. So if you have leaves blowing in the wind in your mind, erratically moving like this, you're most likely going to have racing thoughts or anxious thoughts. If you have leaves blowing in your stomach all erratically, it's going to be dry in there. You're going to probably have some constipation, and you're probably going to have some bloating because you have all that air in there. So that's what you can think of when you think of Vata. Now, imbalance of Vata is what we don't necessarily want to see, because you don't want those things happening to you. Now, we're in Vata season, those things are going to be happening no matter what, but if you also have an imbalance, then it's going to exponentially increase those symptoms for you. So what can we do if we have all this excess Vata in our bodies? Well, we can get grounded. Imagining those leaves, what do we do to bring those leaves down? We drop down to the ground. The wind doesn't blow as high when you're down to the ground. As fast, I mean. So what we're going to do is root vegetables. Root vegetables come from the ground. We're going to load our diets with a bunch of savory root vegetables. And you know that anyways, because this is the time we make soups and stews and warm our vegetables. That's why. So we have root vegetables that we're doing. We're also eating foods that are warm into our system because wind brings cold. So by adding cold food into our diets, we're going to create that imbalance a little bit more. We're also going to get outside, and we're going to walk on the ground barefoot. We're going to get grounded, literally get grounded. That's going to help connect us to the earth's energy. That's going to bring our racing thoughts down, and it's going to bring us back into a more balanced state of Vata. And we're also going to incorporate plant medicine into our diet. So whether that's herbs, teas, tinctures, oils, whatever it is that you vibe with, invite that into your life. One of my favorite ways of doing that is herb-infused body oils. I get a Vata balancing body oil, and I just use that during Vata season after my shower, no more lotion, we just do Vata body oil. And that's a really great way. I've noticed that's helped me bring my Vata back into check. Meditation, going to bed when the sun goes down, which would be wonderful because here the sun goes down around 4:30, but going to bed earlier, think about hibernating and getting grounded in that moment. So tail end of Vata season. Next season is Kapha season, so we'll be talking about that soon. But get grounded, and if you're having any of those symptoms, do one of those things. All right, take care. We'll see you next week.